What's up guys, it's Ballistic Bull here. Season 15 has been running for just about a week now, so I thought I'd bring you up to date with where I'm at and discuss the power of critters. But first I want to show you my smallest account. So guys, this is Dynamic Donkey. This is my smallest account. This account I started from level 1 this season, so I had no sort of bonus chests, no bonus tokens at the start of the season, no extra help. Just been climbing from level 1. As you can see, I've taken it up to sort of 18.5 or 18.37. So here's my tech tree for Dynamic Donkey, and I've kind of taken a very similar sort of path to most people, sort of along the bottom and then up towards the 4th ER. I think this one I went via watermelons first, then came back for the shock mines, boom cannon and the GBE nodes. The biggest differences you'll notice on this account are this choice node, which I opened up fairly early, this choice node, which again I opened up fairly early, and Brick, who is upgraded to tick 4. Now the reasons I opened these two defensive nodes early was purely for slowing hits down, for trying to slow people down on my base once I was in the 3 ER realm. So that's why I opened those up. And then Brick I upped to tick 4 because her battle orders also enhance the percentage of damage done, and I wanted to increase that damage percentage done, and that really is what pushed me up sort of fairly rapidly through the iron tier and then into the gold tier, and I got into gold not too far behind Ballistic Bull and Gormless Goat, my two main Warships accounts. So I then got the 4th ER open. One thing I did do with this was I was sort of very strategic with how I upgraded the various nodes, so I didn't just dive straight in and upgrade cannons and machine guns to max. I think I took them to tick 3 and then kind of pushed on a little bit, pushed into 3 ER, opened up the mortar here so that I could open up this defensive node mortar and sort of upgraded those to about tick 3, pushed on to watermelons rather rapidly. Once I got the meloniers, then I was able to go back, open up the sniper towers, open up this defensive node and start to max out the defenses that I had, as well as the statues along the way. Like I said, I'm now up to 4 ER with this one. I was thinking about getting rocket launchers on it, but what I'm going to do now is focus my efforts on this account with getting down to barrage. I think that barrage is going to be more useful to those of you who are just getting into gold now. So if you're just breaking into gold, levels 15, 16, 17, I think that you're going to find barrage a lot more useful than the critters. If you're in the upper gold tiers, then heading for those critters and getting out of 4 ER into 5 ER as soon as possible would be my advice. It's certainly what I'm doing with the other two accounts. So let's do that now. Let's go and take a look at my two other accounts. Show you quickly a few hits here on Gormless Goat. So as you can see, my log is looking pretty healthy with the critters in tow. So the first one I want to show you is this one. Now this attack is taking out this ER with critters. So we land all the troops on the bottom here and let them harvest a little bit of GBE. So with this one, I've dropped 3 boxes of critters onto the ER and immediately flared these 3 defences afterwards. Now, the 2 rocket launchers don't range, so that's not an issue. The 3 boxes of critters will take that ER out before that flare runs out. So I can kind of just concentrate my attack now down here on the bottom. So as soon as that ER's gone, I can flare over to one of these 2 ERs. There we go, a bit slow on that flare. And then the final ER, which gave me a time of 3 minutes 10. It's come out of there. The next one I wanted to show you was against the non sequitur. Pretty proud of that win. In where I took out this this ER with critters. So right ramp land, everybody down, nicely spaced out so that they spread as they come around the base. Let's just speed that up until we get to the critter hit. Now there we go. So with this one, what I've done is I've dropped a smoke on the ER and then one box of critters. Let that box of critters pop the mines and then land another 2 boxes of critters on it afterwards. You will see I've cleared a fair bit of GBE, which will enable me to drop 1 shock on this cluster of defences here and another shock on the flamethrower over there. So let's just zoom back up out here and hit play. So there go the second box of critters, there go the shocks, and they can happily now take that down. The troops have split. I've got one guy taking his front ER out. I can flare to that final ER, and then that drops that again in another time of 3 minutes 10. Timings wise, 3.5 to 3.10 is good and should get you the win. Anything over 3.10, it's not a guaranteed win because obviously nothing's guaranteed, but you've got to have a pretty good chance of picking up that win. Now the final one I wanted to show you, I think, was this one. And yeah, that's right. So this layout is a little bit different from what we've seen so far. So with this one, I landed my bulk of my troops up here. So I landed 2 heavies, 2 heavies and 3 Melaniers, sorry, 2 heavies, 3 Melaniers and brick up here to kind of clear this cluster. Let's watch it unfold. Then I aim to take out this one here with critters, whilst I dropped these 2 Melaniers and 1 heavy over here. There go the 3 critters and the shock, which I completely missed, so I had to drop another shock, and I think I threw another box of critters in there. That was fine. And up the top there, we've got the 3 boats of Melaniers just clearing house. As soon as they've got those ERs down, then it's a question of flaring over to that final ER. Let's just speed it up a little bit. There we go. And in rain the melons, which gave me a time of 3:09. So that there again, you see, you can use, it's a question really of identifying which ER is suitable to be taken out with critters. Alternatively, and this is where I talk about the versatility of critters. Alternatively, you can use them to clear the path for you. So this, I did the standard right drop, 3 heavies, 5 Melaniers, and then knowing the sort of path that they were going to take, use the critters to clear that path, clear it of shock mines, clear it of mines, so that for example, when these guys round this corner, they don't get taken out by the cluster of mines that was there. They can get straight into dealing damage to that ER, that boom cannon, which enables me then to get on to flare these 2, with the critters having already taken out a lot of the mines. And that's kind of basically what I talk about when we talk about the versatility of the critters. Not only can they be used for taking out ERs, they can be used for taking out mines. So I've just popped over to Ballistic Bull, guys, because there's a couple of hits that I want to show you from the log here. This one here, where I've managed to take out this top ER. Now 1 shock is just about achievable to cover the flamethrower, the sniper tower, the machine gun and the cannon. So I managed to get that all in 1 shock there, and that's kind of when you're assessing which ER to take out with your with your critters. That then determines whether you attack from the right ramp or the front ramp, or whether you even do a split drop. I would probably avoid taking this one out. It really is either the front one, the far left one, or the far right one. Otherwise your troops have still got to cover the same ground, and if that's the case, then you're better off going with a full clear tactic, using the critters to clear the mines. So let's just watch this one unfold, keeping an eye on that top ER there. So in go the critters, immediately followed by a shock, re-shocked, and that's that ER down. And then it's just a question of let them clear that front one, and then Hail Mary flare the rear two. So now I want to show you the next one I want to show you was this one. Because this is taking out the front ER, which you've not seen yet. So again, there's enough space there to drop a shock on everything that's going to affect it. So this one, land all the troops. So this will be a smoke, one critter, blow the mines up, 2 more boxes of critters, and then the shock there on those defences. Let's just speed this up now and watch the rest of the guys clean house. They've taken that one, Hail Mary flare to the final one there, and there's just enough troops to just wipe it out. That gave me a 313 time, I think. And the final one was the House of Spears hit, which I won by a second, which this was a full clear, using critters to take out the back ER there. Again, one more shock, just picking up the 2 flamethrowers, and then the delay drop there on the left hand side to go and get that final ER, so that I can, when I Hail Mary the first one, I've got some troops there ready to go, and there they go, and that's that one taken out. So kind of to summarize, I believe that if you are in the upper reaches of gold, then critters are by far the better option to open. Not only do they take you one step closer to the 5 ER, which obviously is important to get onto the next engine room and the next bunch of available tech, but they have that versatility of being able to clear the mines and take out ERs at a relatively low GBE cost, whereas Barrage can do the same thing. It can take out mines, it can clear out ERs as well, it can destroy ERs, but the biggest difference, I think, is this 36 keys. I can't see a cryo bombardier as being of any use in the meta at any stage, and spending 36 keys on them to get to Barrage seems a little bit of a waste right now. Maybe when we're further up the tree, maybe not so much, but right now I would say it probably is a little bit of a waste. Having said that, I will be going for Barrage on my Dynamic Donkey account, because that's stuck further down in the rankings, and I think that it might be more useful. But I would definitely say that pushing onto critters is the way forward if you want to kind of climb through gold fairly rapidly. So if you've enjoyed this video or found it informative, why not check out these videos on screen now and subscribe to see our future content. This is BBTFRG hauling anchor, so we'll see you next time.